Hey everyone, it's Tyler again, and I'm here to give you yet another update regarding Journeys Ahead, specifically Part 3, The Wolf. Oh god. As many of you have probably noticed, Journeys Ahead 3's upload length has been slow. Why is that, you may be wondering? Well, if you follow me on Instagram, you know that Draft 2's third entry has, well, it's been my first ever case of development hell for the web series. I thought I had the idea down again and again and again, several times over, only for it to fall apart again and again and again. You get the gist. To tell you the truth, I have been feeling stressed about it, worried that it will just not deliver in the way I want it to. Spoilers for Lineage Draft 2's ending, but Void enters a state of being known as a Matterbirth, a demigod per se that was originally connected to this character before I even began Journeys Ahead. It's a big deal for you new viewers, and a return to form for me. But as I began fully writing this plot out, I've come to realize that the story and arc of the characters in that moment in time is way too big to try and tell in a 9 to 10 chapter format. So, if this last, 2 minutes wasn't obvious, I'm canceling The Wolf.
What? No. Wait.
Hey, before anyone panics, I want to clarify right now that I have been thinking on what I want to do for a few weeks now. And the more I've come to think on it, the more I believe this route that I'm about to talk about makes sense. So today, I'm here to announce this. That's right. This plot thread concerning Void's journey is bigger than I think myself and many of you listeners have truly given it credit for. Something as grand as that is inevitable to be going off into a sprawling narrative, being far too significant to be confined to a single story. This section of Void and really every other character's lives cannot be done and brushed past come the next century. It really demands exploration across the 12-year gap between Lineage and what's going to be called A Son's Path. Carrying the storyline over into, I guess, what one would call a sequel to Aurora Legends is something I think allows for a comprehensive examination of Void's, Jaida's, Pofnu's, and everyone's evolution in that 12-year gap. This massive arc will delve into Void's understanding of godhood, his development as a community leader, Jaida's life as a mother, Pofnu's coming of age, all the Spark survivors, each with a dedicated entry, and the far-reaching consequences of the Bullet and Angel's actions on the city they protect in what has become a new shared world between Earth and what's left of Salvaheim. Crucially, however, it necessitates witnessing Jay's growth firsthand, leading all the way up to the return to form Journeys Ahead 3 for Draft 2, The Son's Path. Therefore, the initial planned third entry cannot be a standalone piece. It must be integrated into a larger, overarching narrative akin to the Legends format, which will be its sequel. As I explain on, I will be sharing concept art on the screen. This approach is essential to portraying the complex challenges Void faces as he navigates the blurred lines between Vigilante and God, grappling with his responsibilities as a father and leader, balancing his heroic duties, and managing his personal anxieties. The scope of this story is far grander than I initially conceived, which has led to the many bumps in Journeys Ahead 3's development, requiring a more expansive and enduring framework to fully realize its potential in my eyes. So with all that in mind, it'll be a massive, overarching narrative as the original Legends, episodic and comic-based as I initially planned it as, for the first round of Legends, where sometimes it's a fun chapter and other times it focuses on serious things. Like I mentioned earlier, Void isn't the only important phase. What about Jaida? How does she grapple with being a mom and a hero? Pofnu, how does she find her place and form her own identity in the world? Core and the first survivors, how do they adapt into their new lives in Aurora after everything that happened? The ANN crew, how do those first years play out as a team? The other vigilantes, where were they in Lineage? What are they up to afterwards? The escaped villains mentioned by Ellie. What about the new Sparks? Who are all they? And so on, and so on, and so on. You've probably come to realize that Journeys Ahead 3 was like an imploded watermelon from the start in my head. There were way too many things that needed explaining, things that would be left behind in the actual story I was trying to tell. The arc of understanding oneself should be a slow burn. No more path of enlightenment. However, I can assure you that these Sparkborns that I was planning to incorporate into the original story will be a part of the new Legends format. So all these characters you've probably seen on the screen, like the very detailed ones, they will find their way in the Legends sequel. Yes, that includes Brumble, the Wanderer, and Ruckus too, because I feel like what I initially planned for them can easily translate into what I'm thinking of now. The anxiety theme will also remain intact, just now instead of being a one and done like the wolf, it'll be a long, long arc Void slowly grapples with and understands. I really care about my project. The world doesn't seem to. I lost a lot of followers over it. The views aren't great here on YouTube, but this is hands down the most passionate project I've ever had the pleasure of working on. It's my brain baby, and I want to see that baby thrive. When I act something, it's never easy. I always struggle wondering if people would be okay with that. But from the broken shards I break, I always try to create something new. I know I've made a few of these videos by now, but I really hope you understand and look forward to what comes after the first wave of Legends, because I really need to flesh this out as best as I can. And before you question, yes, Iron Maiden is going to continue. I just haven't done a new part yet because I'm having voice actors for that story. And said voice actors are busy with their lives, and I don't want to barge in and make it any more hellish than it already is. So yes, don't worry about that. That story isn't canceled. It's just going to be a slow burn of an upload length. Alright, that's about it. I'm going to go make an omelet, and I have an essay to finish. I hope you guys understand. Love you all. Hope you stay tuned. See ya!